I just want you to understand that everybody in this building is with you. Don't ever think he's not. You are bad to the bone. You are my superhero. I've not seen all weekend long nothing but a smile on this young man's face. This is what he loves. It doesn't matter. He knows he's sick. He's not a quitter. Ain't nobody gonna quit on him. We've raised over $14,000. Sorry. It's 7,000. Oh, I apologize. We raised $7,500. I thought sorry. It's $7,500. That is for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? One more time. He's bad to the bone. My good friend, Mr. Blake Wilson. Right now, Blake, we're going to ask you to draw one winner out. J&K Show Supplies, they put together a little gift for them, an aluminum hanging show box. They didn't have to be present to win. Last time I watched it. Oh, thanks. I've been trying to read. Angie Perkins. Is that right? Hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask you to make sure I'm reading this right. Last 4 digits of your phone number, 0355. That's you? Oh, well, you got to raise your hand. Right there's the winner. Got a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, I watched some men pull out $100 bills last night for this young man. If you would like to continue to donate, we'll put a bucket right back up here on the table. Gordon family, just remember we ain't make you patient. But we're with you. You're welcome. Mr. Marcos, Dr. Marcos, I'm sorry, it's been sentimental, it's been a little tearjerker. It's now time for you to make somebody some gold buckle winners. Are you all ready one more time? Let's pick us a grand champion. Get loud, get proud, hoop and holler, hoop and loud all day long. Turn it up, Miss Mindy, they said.
Stay off.
This actually we had a song to play. Yes, a little pick 10 deep. My third overall breed champions start coming up. Third overall breed champions start making their way up. So many thoughts and emotions are going through my mind as we come to the close, because there's so many different ways you can approach this. You can approach it from a very, very sincere tone in the effects of the family and the fundraising. Anytime there's a young person that's in need of help, assistance, the livestock community, comes and rallies, and I think that was a tremendous display, of humanity, in my opinion. And best of luck to the young man and his family. We can take it from a humorous standpoint, and when things get emotional, I tend to get humorous because that's the only way I just don't sit out here and cry like a baby. And so, from a humorous standpoint, we've heard all day this big and dry was going to be like any that has ever happened. I kept thinking it would be maybe Blake Kennedy in a Speedo doing gymnastics, or even worse, maybe you would ask me to do that, or the tandem of us, and it would be terrible. So I'm sitting here all day trying to figure out what this was going to look like at the end of the day, because people that put on the show, it's a thankless job. It really is, from the fundraising, to the organization, to getting everybody here. I tell you what, they were proud of their display at the Champions, and in my opinion, it should be. And I was last mid-March, the day that Houston was canceled. I was judging the market lands, and they came up to me and they said, "Hey, you got to finish the sheep show today." And it was noon. I was eating my quesadilla, and I said, "Hey, I think South Downs and hair sheep. I'll be done by 4, go to the rodeo at 6. Don't worry, I'll be in a hurry." They're like, "No, you also have to do the 850 black faces by tonight, because Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo closes tonight." Scott Brandon was sitting next to me, looks at me, and goes, "What are we going to do?" I said, "Well, I'm going to finish my quesadilla because it's real good at that particular time." Then we met with the show officials, and they said, "Hey, if we do this right and let kids show and not way back and not do this and that, just try to have the most fun that we can, we'll make it through by 10 o'clock. And they said, "No, it'll be 2 in the morning." 9:55, I handed the microphone to the folks, and Houston Livestock Show was closed from that point on. The reason I mentioned that story is because, in my opinion, starting last March, we used to take things for granted. There was big shows, the Illinois State Fair, the Illinois Beef Expo, the Oklahoma Youth Expo. Man, those are big shows. They should have the smoke and the mirrors and the lights and the limo. What I realized last March is every single time that we as a family get in the vehicle, get to pound the pavement and go to a livestock show, it should be a big deal. I don't care if it's your county, it's your jackpot, or if it is the Oklahoma Youth Expo. There got to be limos and smoke and absolutely excitement at every one. I think if we all approach every show like it is a major, or like there might not be another show next week, so we better gather down and get pumped up and enjoy it. I think the atmosphere just is conducive for positivity, and attitudes are the most contagious thing. I know COVID's contagious, but I think attitudes are even more contagious than COVID. And the positive right attitude will catch fire across an industry, across the barn, across the state. But the downside to that is so on a negative attitude. And I think if you take this show committee, the way they approach this show, from the announcing to the fundraisers, to the banners, to the shaving foot on fire, there's no way you can leave here but be positive today and think, that entry fee was well worth it. My wife is the financial consultant in our family. I'm not even sure I know where we bank, but she's got her ducks in a row pretty good. And she's like, "Mark, do you know what it costs for us to go to these shows?" I said, "I really don't, but as long as we're not in the poorhouse, I'm okay, because I got a sophomore about to be a senior and it's over. I got a 5-year-old that when I blink my eye, she's going to be 21 and off to college. She won't get married till she's probably 30 or date till she's 35, so I'm okay there." She tells me all the time, she goes, "You got to be tough on North Grace because you're going to raise an unpleasant little girl." I said, "Good, nobody want to date her. She just hang out with me until she's 30. And so we go hard at home. We spend every amount of time we can in the barn as a family. We love being outside. We love going to stock shows. And I wish every stock show we went to had this mojo, had this vibe, had this culture of creativity, because rest assured, all you friends who want to do it, I think it's been tremendous. It's been an outstanding, part of even the food. Whoever made the cookies, holy buckets, those are the best cookies I've ever had. The announcing staff, I told our announcing staff, I've been to a lot of stock shows, and you want to have a bad stock show, have a lot of silence. Okay, it's a long day to listen to me, and what announcers do, and what good announcers do, is they fill the empty void. And I'll tell you what, that's true. In order to do that, They make this thing go. They made it exciting. If you haven't liked my humor, that's okay. My wife says I'm not very funny, but I try to approach judging a show as a parent. And I try to envision me out in the yard, and each of my children were studying hogs. Go feed this one. Go do that one. This one we got to keep right. And I think that's my nature. I try to be somebody that I would want my children to show to and emulate that. We've got to pick top 10. It's going to be wicked. I'm going to ask that we fire these things up. I'm not going to talk to hogs, but I will tell you the top 10 have been great. One more round of applause, not only for exhibitors, but for the family and for the entire show staff. You gotta make some noise. It's going to be outstanding. That's just on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, your grand champion hog here this week in the Southwest Banner Buckle Bonanza will go to Mr. Creed Hooper. How about a round of applause for him, would you please? Your reserve grand champion hog will go to Mr. Callan Hicks. Page Day, light cross, I need you. Dark cross, I'm sorry. Dark cross. I need the third dark. Who is my third dark cross? If you have the third overall breed, please bring your pigs to the show ring. If you have the third overall breed, please bring your pigs to the show ring. Fourth overall is Emma Partey with her do-rock. Creed Hooper with his. That's Paige Danny, Carly Kemp, reserve him. Carly Kemp with 6th overall. Third overall hint. My little Buckeye, Arizona girl. And she smiles. Ladies and gentlemen, pair off a round of applause. She drove a long way to come to this livestock show. Buckeye, Arizona. Kelsey Brooks. Tyler Ward was 9th. Right, Tyler? Let's say right, 9th. Okay, thank you. Your 10th overall is going to be Mr. Tate Wells. Ladies and gentlemen, how about the great, wonderful Dr. Mark Hogue as our livestock judge today? I mean, all of our top 10 for the backdrops, please, for pictures. Top 10 to go to the backdrop for pictures, please.